Welcome back to Monster Train 2 Monster Action. Hope you are doing well. Doing well myself. Now, I am going to do the Soul Survivor mode today. So if you have not done this yourself, have not seen it, it is part of the new DLC you had to purchase with the Railforged clan. The game mode's a little bit different. I'll explain as I go in because that's a little bit easier. Yeah. Now, the main thing is there are 3 difficulties. I have not done Overgrowth yet, and I've only done a little bit of Tangle, but I've done a lot of Bloom. But things are going to be very, very strong. For souls, once you get, I believe, all of the souls unlocked, you get 3 soul slots. These are your souls. There is a randomize here, but I do think if you randomize them with a rotating random, you can get really, 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 really hurt, right? Because if we look at these, for example, once you get used to them, plus 30 and attuned might have 0 targets to start with in my deck. Same with the Gorgon, because that also goes on a spell. Now, there are a couple of things you could do. I could do like partially random, like, okay, I will roll 3 of these. I will keep 1 and then change out 2 of the others. I could do completely my own choices, but there is a lot. There are 3 different categories. Ones that go on units, ones that go on spells, and global effects. I will point out among these. Those that go on units and spells, you can only have 1 of these per unit or spell. And when you dupe them, they do not dupe these upgrades. Actually, I think there's technically 1 exception to that, by the way, and that is the spell. Oh, it's technically a global one of L. I think this upgrade does actually get duped on your starters. Now, there are a lot of different ones. I'm not going to go over them right now. I'm going to do kind of what I've been doing as a generic start when I've been playing. Normally my generic start is something like Equilibrious plus Thick plus Silver. So this one is at the end of the battle. If you're over 25 cards in your deck, you purge down to 25 cards. Every 5 cards. This is not just once, by the way. It's every 5 cards you purge, you get a permanent +1 draw. That pairs really well with Thick, which is double draft effects. This one is nice. It also gives you a little bit early pyre protection because you can quickly max out your 10-hand draw for this. Silver is a decent one. It gives you plus stats to your pyre, and then after the flying bosses, you get a minor artifact. Now, it's a random one. You don't get to choose, but it is still good. It's your boss relics. I like the Equilibrious plus Thick. Depending on what I'm paired with, I probably will replace Silver with something else. There's some really good unit ones. Notice, by the way, these cannot go on your champion. There's some really good spell ones if you're doing a spell-focused clan. I think I'm going to try something a little bit different. Not Sparky. Solaris is a good Ember one. I'm going to take a little cap 3, plus 6, plus 12 for every 10 cards. This means you're going to start with a plus 12, plus 24 on your units. I'm going to do this with Banished. Let's go. So this is going to be my first Overgrowth run. Let's see how it works. Okay. Crusader's good. I am paired with, ooh, nice, Railforged. That's a good one. Self-sacrifice, renovate, steadfast Crusader. I like this. We are going to go, let's see, our champion, Savior. I think we can do Savior. Revenge, Valor. Now let's do Savior. I want armor across units. And then, yeah, just additional Valor. I think we want this early scaling. It's going to be good for us. All right, let's turn on Trials. I don't know. 16 for 60 and a 6-5. Let's see what they actually start as. I don't know if I can play bottom here or not, but I'm going to try it. We are going to play these two. Look at those. Those are good stats. 6-5, 16-2. So, yeah, they have double the attack that they said they would. Okay, now, these have lots of new abilities. Infested, at the start of the turn, they gain extra attack equal to their infested stacks. So yeah, we are going to simply go, we're going to blast. And then while forge points are good, they're going to help me later. I don't think they're what I want right now. I think we're just going to just cause to save as much health as possible. Oofed. Really? Wow. Okay. That is a lot of damage, right? 26 plus another 28. That's 50 damage is exactly how much health I have. So I think we just double Smith and then just cause forward. Man, these things get high health. We are killing one of those. So it's definitely just selfless sacrifice into one of those. Wow, this is insane amounts of damage. Kind of need this multi-striker. Let's go big armor. I'm gonna spear steward and then bring you forward just to kill things as much as possible. Wow, that is some insane starting damage. Okay, not a fan of that. Smith just cause, and then we drop the spear steward. 22 attack. Well then. Certainly something. We do have this increased pyre health though because of our starting thick though, so that was useful, but dang, that is quite the damage. We are going to take a quick unit. I think we really want that. And then basically what we're going to do is we're going to draft as hard and as heavy as we can. Now this is the center. You get these 4 different bosses. You notice they all have different rewards, and they have a curse they give once you kill that flying boss. Once you beat all of them, you go against the Lifemother. We'll be worried about the Lifemother later. We're not quite there yet. I will say, after you kill a flying boss, there are 3 important things. 1, you do not get a major upgrade, your draw space energy relic automatically. 2, you get another soul at the end. You do get 4 rerolls each time you see a pair of souls. And they do refresh every single time, which is great. And the third one, they have these major rewards. After you beat a flying boss, let's say I did Thaddeus over here, each of these 3 would have an upgraded major reward. Then let's say I did Lilith next. These 2 would have 2 upgraded rewards, and so on. And then once I defeat, let's say, Mira the third, that would leave Tivy as the 4th one. All 3 of these would be upgraded. Depending on what you want to do different things. So for example, getting this Lifeforged could be good right away. Spells is meh. I think we're gonna go, let's get an early unit and an early upgrade, and let's get back some health. Okay. Artifacts, no. Let's get units. I want to get my drafts up higher. Well, these are horrible. I guess we'll do extra shift. Those are going to go away. I'm sorry, they just are. And let's do some Shield of Wings. Which one? You are the shifters, and they gain armor and burst on shift, which means you kind of have to play bottom. -1 embers, honestly, it's going to be fine, okay? Yeah, these guys are a pain. So So this one gets burst on revenge. This one applies burst on shift. They have haste. What we are going to do is we are going to blast once, shift forward and give you the shield just so we kill everything. And I am looking for this Warbler. So we will go, I think, Smith once. And if I Warbler, we at least don't die. Yeah. All right. Another one of these. Let's increase our... Oh, wait. We don't have any additional effects. You can see why these are rough, right? All right. We are going to blast. We're going to shift forward. I think we drop the Warbler. And then we just absolutely lose, right? Get rid of that guy in the back. Dang, this is insane. Okay, if we do this, just, oh my goodness. Take out some units, but I'm pretty sure we just kind of die here. Can we do this better? We don't have a good backline clear is a big part of it. Maybe we go those two here. These two bottom. We can go blast and then the shield to take out ring 1, and we just shift up here to get that extra damage. Let's get the Smith point and then go quick. We do kind of just want to take one of these guys out if we can. So we're going to shift and we're going to blast one of these armor guys. Alright, so these guys do not get to go top, which could be good. Could be. Could be. Just work on taking out those mid units. That has so much armor. I think we do bring you forward, bring you forward. If we give you this armor, we actually do decent damage, and I don't think we die. Oh my goodness. 144 damage. All right, let's take these cleaves. We want those cleaves for sure. Boilerplate is good defense, so we'll take that as well. Now we get to start removing things. They're going to be like goodbye Spear Steward, and this means we also get more draw, which is good. Honestly, I think it's Spear and Shield Stewards. We already have so many units. And then from there, I like the Hammerfalls if I can get, you know, upgrades on them. And I also kind of need the backline target. Let's get rid of a Just Cause, a Smith, and a Just, and another, and then one Renovate. Okay. Right, so now we're up to 6 draw because we just purged 5 cards. Unit, let's go Armory and Dupe. Echo Ball, Everlasting Light. Now that's a good one. One size. Let's take a one size Steadfast Crusader. I think we can give... Do we just give you quick? We are going to dupe this Steadfast Crusader. And then Savior 2. Definitely want that. I think we're just going to give like you quick and some attack just so we have some extra, you know, something up top. We just need extra something. That's what we need. It's what we need. Extra something. You know what? We can give one of these Endless as a chump blocker. Okay. Spent all my gold. I think we go... two of these down here, and we're going to get the quick unit down there. Do something like this. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Because this is actually going to work well. We go bop. We go bop. We're going to bring you forward. We're going to keep the Warbler in front. We then Smith and just we're gonna drop the boilerplate. I survived into these first rings. That's what matters. If I do this, I still get 2 attacks. So I get all my good stuff. Okay. 47. Well, we go bop, bop, right? We're going to just cause you forward. Kill 1. That's a lot of damage incoming. Could bop you. Yeah, we're just going to bop that out. All right. So this is do that. We're almost getting the kill. Let's go Everlasting Light and a shield. And we get 1200 damage. So we've gotten most of the way there. I think, yeah, this is a simple cleave, drop the quick unit. You already have quick. I get you down to 200. Definitely drop this. Actually, if I do a... Okay. I think this is just Shield of Wing, 149. That's good enough. This is going to take 2 hits. That's fine. We're alive, and that's all that matters. Hey, and it even gave me, 20 more gold. Okay. Cursed Twinblade, Eagle Heart. I think we just need to scale our offense. We need that Eagle Heart. Death Dancers. Yeah, more scaling, please. Okay, see, now this is where things get fun. So now we can start doing more stuff. So like 30 like we could put 30 attuned on a cleave. That's wrong. We could put Butterball. honestly on like the quick unit here. I think I'm going to do that. Get some defensive scaling. And now we're going to remove cards because I drafted a bunch. Could buy Renovate. Honestly, we're not really smelting much at the moment, so let's get rid of one of these boiler plates. This one we can hold on to just in case. We don't need 2 Death Dancers. I don't think that's going to help us. We're going to hold both quick units because I think that's good. And yeah, just going to purge some of the weaker things out of here. All right, so now this has upgraded Pyre Remains, so that's health. By the way, we got a Curse. Bosses enter with Burst 2. That's always a pain. Upgraded spells could be very strong for us. Upgraded spells. More unit upgrades. Let's go spells. So these are good because if you save them, you get more, or you get the chance to buy boss relics. But if I want to try to get those, I have to take this one here. Yeah, you know what? Let's do this one. I'm going to go Artifact and draft. Interesting, I haven't seen that. But I'm going to take Valor 5 on Summon. That's actually really nice for us. I'm going to take more Everlasting Lights just because I want more Purge Fodder. We're only at draw 7. We want to get to draw 10. Let's go Savior 3. All right. And I think we can do this exactly the same as before. I'm going to drop those 2 like that. I mean, we definitely go Everlasting Light, followed by a Cleave. I think we just do Double Blast and send you forward. So we got Wither Bloom. This is another ability. I haven't been reading them. So adjacent enemies take damage X, where that is, you know, how much damage, how many stacks you have. And these are Extinguish, Apply Wither Bloom 5. These are a Malaise. They get -X for each stack. It's kind of like a super sap. Here we got Revenge, give things more stats. This will be... I'd like to use this attack. I don't think that's the correct call. I think it's another Cleave because that gets rid of most of the units. And then we're just going to start equipping equipments. How dare you go up here? All right. Yeah, we're going to go... We give them all quick. That's 1 kill, 2 kill, 3 kills. There's 1 in the back still. I think we drop you. And then we do the double attack. And that's going to give us the full kills without taking damage. Yeah. And I want stats. So this is good. We're going to give as much armor as possible. Downside is we are going to lose quick this turn. And we just go blast, blast, full send. We get the kill. That's really cool. I'm going to make the boilerplate stronger. All right, we're at 7 draws, so let's draft some more so I can get up to 10. Begons, sure. Trap shoot's a pretty good one. Spell weakness, melee weakness. Let's take this quenching oil. All right, quenching oil is just kind of like better begone, so we'll get rid of those. I think we don't have enough space for this, but we might later. I like my advances. See, we're not really doing much with forging at the moment. We could later, so I want to keep that in there. But we're going to get rid of our starting cards, I think. All right. Health and alcove or unit and armory. Let's go health and alcove. All right, Merchant of Magic shows us. So this stuff's really good. We can do like a spell chain. On what? None of those really want a spell chain. -4 game consume. This is a good -4 target. +40 consume. No, thank you. Hold over. Let's hold over a cleave. And do we get intrinsic? Nice. So this is an upgraded shop. So all the, the things are obviously stronger, which is very good. Let's give this double stack. For the spell shop, everything is basically doubled, which is insane. +20 damage, right? The big ember. This is -4 ember cost. Intrinsic comes with -2 on it. Holdover and spell chain do not change, though. That's the only things that do not change. Holdover and spell chain. +20. Let's do that here. All right. So that's the Merchant of Magic. Merchant of Steel. I spent all my gold, but we can put 20 health here. I think we need more defensive scaling than offensive. We could also just save it. We're just going to save it for now. We're going to save our gold. All right, what's the alcove have for us? The Red Crown. Actually, I am going to take this. We're going to put it on the Steadfast Crusader, and then we're going to move our Butterball. This is now going to go on the Crown Crusader. It's going to give me extra damage every round, and it's going to give me something to eat. It's something I'm going to start turn 1. I like that a lot. It also gives me 2 more drafts to purge out. So I don't have to draft anymore to get things. I'm going to have max draw after this boss already. All right. You go down. You go down. You got Hef's Hammer. That's actually pretty cool. We'll sacrifice you up top. We are going to sacrifice these 4 units. All right, you get the Everlasting Light. This is going to get a Slay, so we get a Cleave already. We go forward, and then we just full clear this. Yeah. And we're gaining a lot of stats here. I like that a lot. Awesome. There's the Warbler. We are going to give you an Everlasting Light as well. We could just drop another Warbler for fun. You get a Hammerfall stats, and we just double cleave into the boss. Go, my follower. Thank you very much. All right. We are going to get... Do we want another space? It doesn't really matter. I'm going to get more stats. Cleave here. Get to use some more stats. We're going to cleave here as well. These guys have decent attack. That's actually pretty nice. Meat shield. We could cause you to get the kill. Yeah, we're gonna go blast here. Then we Eagle Heart. We're doing this because, you know, we want these extra Valor stacks. We have Quick, so I'm just gonna cast that up there. Once again, more Valor, please. Yeah, see, we got the kill. We're just gonna go forward. We're gonna go forward. We are going to cast some damage shield, a quenching oil, and we just double cleave. Very cool. All right, we're at 9, so let's take some things. Let's take some fused weaponries. Why not? Juggernaut. I don't need you at the moment, so we're just going to just purging 4 cards. So I think we're going to skip now. L is fine. Endless. I purged all my stars, so this is useless. Stats, holdover? No, I got holdover on the things I want. Ooh, spell chain something. I could spell chain this other cleave. That would be pretty funny. 100% of stats. No, let's reroll again. Starting number, meh. Swine. The Grump. Grump could do something. We're gonna Grump one of you, I think. Alright, let's purge a few things. Okay, Death Dancer, you're out. I like this row of Everlasting Lights, so we're gonna keep those. Just Cause, you're out. I'm gonna keep both Quicks just in case. Like those. Boilerplate, we're not using you, I'm sorry. And then it is going to be 1 Shield of Wing. Alright, so this has upgraded Merchant of Trinkets, which is cool. This one does not, so we're going to go upgraded Trinkets. Get some health. Yeah, we're still at 9 draw? Oh no. Alright, I'm going to take this here then. Sweep, no. Let's take a Boiler Room. Alcove shows me gold. Gold is good. I want at least 600. The major upgrades do cost 600. All right, we're going to do this exactly the same. Savior, bam, bam. We are going to drop these 2 in the other floors for things to spawn. We spawned with Witherbloom 1 because of the Sadist that we got after the last one. It's fine. All right. Let's merge an Everlasting Light with a shield. Can I do it again? No cards. Interesting. I wasn't sure what would happen if I couldn't do it some more. All right, Warbler goes down. You get these stats. We go bop. We go bop. We send you forward, and then we cleave twice. We want this Boiler Room down soon, though. Now I kind of want that extra space. Oh well. It's fine. This is just more Everlasting Lights. Followers go down. You get some extra stats. We cleave. Not going to do the damage shield yet. It's just going to get... The damage shield is kind of at least that amount. Kind of useless with this Witherbloom here. We're just going to throw these equipments out. You know what? I lied. We're going to cast both of those. I'm going to save these Eagle Hearts for the boss. We're drawing 9. We have a 6-card deck, though. That's pretty funny. I'm going to save all this. I like it. Very cool. All right. Because, yeah, now we can go bop. Well, the game did not like that. Then we're going to go attack. Attack. Lots of stats. And then we do double cleave. Yeah. Doesn't even matter what they are anymore. We're just destroying. Let's take a pair of benedictions. That's a pretty fun one, but we're going to skip. Okay, what do we purge now? Fuse weaponry and a quenching oil. And then a quenching oil. And a selfish sacrifice. Very cool. Units purge. We're up to 10 draw. Let's go armory dupe. Yeah, we don't need more things. I don't need more draw. We will take extra ember. Darn, it kind of gave me double draw. That's a little sad. I wanted space. Let's take a sketches. Now the purges are also reduced here. I do need quick on my units, so we are just going to purge all of these. This is going to make sure I have quick right away, which is good. All right, let's put this. Yeah, it kind of does a little boppy arrow if you don't have the thing there. Sure, you can take this. And then a dupe. Let's dupe some more. Double stack Eagle Heart. Start this battle. Yeah, I mean, we go Fell, we go double blasters. Which one are you? Shift gain 2. That's cool. Quick goes up top, and you go bottom. Anyways, use weaponry. Oh, nice. We can actually do it with one in hand. That's good. Get these extra stats as well. We are going to blast. This is where I do want my scaling because I do want it against the boss. Once the boss comes down here, I'll be in a lot better shape. Oh, we only need one boiler room. All right, 100, 100, 68. So this is not going to kill everything before it hits. Let's purge some cards from here. How dare they put that up there? All right. We will wipe the floor once, and then we get to go boppity boppity. Swing in for attacks. Swing in for attacks. Get some more attacks. Very cool. I missed the gold, which does make me a little bit sad. Crusader gets to go down again. Oh boy. Sweep. That's fine. 3120 is better. We're good here. All right, let's get some benediction. We're going to cleave twice, and then once again we're going to just get as much damage as we can into the boss. Might as well get rid of that second weapon. But we should be fine here. Benediction, cleave, benediction, cleave, yeah. Very cool. Do I want any of these? Not really. Same with, I mean, this is a good tank. We need a tiny on it, so we're going to skip. All right. Purge, no thank you. Played with permanent magic power, no thank you. Still no, still no. Infested and Slay. Slay could be fun. I'm going to reroll. Slacy, attuned. There we go. I want attuned. That's going to deal a lot of damage. Let's continue here. Unit armory. Let's take gold. And then we're going to minus some more things. We are going to make one of those cheap. We're going to spell chain this because it's good. I don't need anything to hold over. My deck is thin. It doesn't really matter. Intrinsic. -4 consume and a double stack. We'll double stack you. Let's make something else cheap. Let's make the selfish sacrifice. There we go. -4 on something. No, thank you. Our deck's already thin enough. Reanimate 2. We're fine here. Now, there is a unit we have to watch out for this, but we will... I'll point it out. Reanimate stacks. Oh, boy. Yeah, this guy. Apply Daze 2 and Melee Weakness 1 to the attacker. That thing is really annoying. Confirm. We're going to go bop, bop, swing you forward, the damage shield. This has attuned. We're just going to double blast. Give you +40 attack. Could have done the +40 first. It's fine. Doesn't matter. There we go. We get the Ember. I'm going to do the Eagle Heart into a double cleave. We'll just drop that somewhere. Get it out of the deck. Hey, the gold. Yeah. Cleave once, cleave twice. We get all the shield. You're being dazed anyway, so let's just bop you. I actually got to hear the the trumpet noise for once. That's hilarious. Most things already have days, which is a little sad, but I think we're going to be fine. Okay. Because these things don't matter if they go up. All right. We're going to get our effects out of the way. And we get a nice, honestly, pretty simple kill. The big question is, will it be enough into Soul Mother, the Lifemother? Alright, Demonize Melee Weakness, interesting. The Death Suit. Let's take that for the bosses. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I want the Steel Guard. Okay. We are going to go purge one suit and one of the tomes. We're going to Steel Guard onto our Fel. I think I want an artifacts instead of an event. Equip an Angel. Does gain stuff when an angel moves, gains Valor 3. That's a little bit better. Alright, trinkets show me space. I like that. And damage shield on equip. Alright, We're going to merge those two. So this is the improved merge, which gives them some nice stats. And then we're going to deployable. Do we just deployable it itself? Or the boiler room? Let's do the boiler room. Okay. Yeah, so these both improve with -2 Ember on their effects, which is really cool. Also I think things are also cheaper in these shops. Alright, I'm not using forge points at all, so that's useless. When you forge, gain 1 plus forge point. Yeah, both useless as well. Alright, which means we can actually purge out the second boiler room and the fused weaponry. Lowers my stats a little bit, but they're unnecessary at the moment. Just in case, we're going to reroll. Void Armament, Cursed Twins Blade. Ooh. Nah. I was hoping for like the new hammer that gave me armor, but I'm happy with what I got. Sniper. That's another new ability. It's kind of an annoying one, but we will get around it by leaving this guy in the backpack. So Sniper, your ability, attacks the backmost unit. We do want that. Some damage shield. We're gonna pop, we're gonna pop. This is gonna be weird. I'm gonna bring you forward so that when you come forward, oh, it's not the endless one yet. More damage shield. Yeah, see, he's just wiping out our floor, which is very annoying. Let's not allow that. You get a melee weakness. We will, as always, double blast. Very cool. Now we get our damage shields and a free attack. You no longer have burst, which is important. We can just bring you forward. We cleave once. This guy's really annoying, by the way, just for the fact that it constantly does weird things. Let's give you another damage shield. Poor guys lose a lot of damage shield. Alright, it's just double cleave. And then a blast, a blast. Bring you forward. Yeah, they're just he's messing up my shift. Thankfully, we're just gaining stacks and stacks of damage shield. All good here. What do we got? Enemies have infested one on spawn, that's whatever. Thank you very much. Heaven's Word fused, cursed. No, we don't need any of that. Don't need units. Melee weakness 3 on champions. Showtime, eh? Showtime's an interesting one to start with. Random floor has +5. Nah, we can do better. We can do better than Showtime. Purge a card. Purge this card. Take 10% of your fire health. Draw 5 and apply -2. No, thank you. Extinguish. Draw +2 next turn and endless. No, thanks. Gold is useless now. Spell chain. Yeah, we'll take a spell chain. What should we spell chain? We can spell chain Benediction. Or the other cleave. We're going to spell chain the Benediction. Get as much damage shield as possible. All right, Lifemother, bring it on. You go straight into the Lifemother fight. There is several variants. This one gets Resolve apply Wither Bloom 23. It's a lot of damage. And reanimate 2. So our front unit gets a lot of Wither Bloom. Their front unit gets a lot of reanimate. It also, all 3 variants have trample, and they all clear 5 days at the start of the combat. Which makes them very awkward for a lot of things. Okay. So you can't do like days strategies and expect to like super win. You got some good stats. That's nice. I do want to, if possible, make you use your burst. That's going to use all 3 attacks. Awesome. Then we're good. Okay. We attack once. We attack twice. We're going to bring you forward. Get our machinations. Then we can double Hammerfall and cleave. You're not going to attack next turn. That's fine. I'm going to save all Eagle Hearts for the boss. All right, you're out of burst. You have insane trample value, though. Let's get these benedictions down. All right. We get double benediction. Another benediction. Now we get our cleaves out. And we are definitely just going to double bop you and then take a bunch of free attacks. We have done 3,000 of your 2,800 health. Oh my goodness. We will see how well this goes. All right, we do the benedictions. We get our cleaves, we do more benedictions. We want all of this damage shield scaling. That's a big thing. We want to cleave out those as well. This is a good turn for the double bop and bring forward for a bunch of attacks. We've done 5. We've almost done 7,000 damage. We got a ways to go, though. This thing has a lot of health. Thankfully, we're doing pretty good on this. I think we're going to save this for the last Podworm's Growth. Okay, yeah, we're going to save it for next turn. We do get the kill. Very cool. We go bop, bop, swing and attack. Everything survives as well. Nice. Whew. Hey, we got the last 2 achievements I was missing. Beat this difficulty at, hey, Sarge 3. Beat that difficulty and get all souls at max level. All right, run summary. So yeah, this, I mean, I'm not going to talk about the deck too much. It gets kind of insane once you get going later on. Once again, you don't really get much for boss relics. You have to either take silver, that specific starting soul, or you have to get the upgraded Merchant of Trinkets to be able to hit that. Even with, selecting souls, the beginning is very rough. This is why I didn't do random souls, because there is definitely, you know, I could get 3 souls that don't give me good early damage. I mean, I didn't have a starting damage spell, right? I think I eventually took the cleave, which I get 2 of them. Thank you, drafts. But I could have gone 3 spells that gave me spell damage with no spell damage cards. And if that happens, that's just going to lose in the first ring or two. So there's definitely seeds that if you do random souls, I am quite certain you're just going to lose. If you do completely random, so random or rotating for your champion, random or rotating, plus random secondary, plus random pyre heart, plus random souls, on the highest difficulty, I think there's just ones you will lose in those first 2 rings. And there, you won't have a chance whatsoever. I think it's just part of the difficulty ramping of this. I think you can, if you choose your souls, you can probably streak. I'm going to try to vary my choices a little bit based on who the clans are. Like I said, though, I really like this set here. This one's really fun. The Equilibrious plus the Thick plus Little Cap does some good starting stats. Like I said, the plus 12 plus 24 is nice to make sure you survive the beginning. Thick also gives your starting pyre a good amount of health and attack, so you can help survive the beginning. Silver is also good instead of doing Lil Cap. That's acceptable. Depending on what you start with, there's a lot of other ones, but I think Equilibrious and Thick are my 2 favorite to start together. It gives you early game power with the Thick, early game drafting strength with it as well. And it also gives you late game power where you have a consistent small deck. I mean, I had a very small deck and lots of draw. Of course, once you get to such a small deck, that excess draw does not matter anymore. But hey, we have finished the run, so thank you for watching and have fun.